Immortal Hammer. You will no doubt see many different Titan builds this season, and a lot of them will follow along a similar theme. However, there is many different Titan builds, and this one is mine. So here we go. Okay, so we're going with a Lawless Slender. Your guns don't really matter. However, I do recommend, if we can, something with incandescent and solar in the energy slot. So going into the subclass, we're running a Subbreaker Titan, Hammerhoff Soul, All Burning Maul. Choice is yours. Personally, I just prefer the Hammer Soul, the flexibility it gives you to move around and things like that. It's just my preferred choice. Neither really make or break the build. Going into your abilities, the Rally Barricade has a slightly faster base cooldown. This does help with the build quite a bit, and also it does take a bit more to kill it. You can play with both. Again, doesn't make or break the build. You jump of your choice. Pretty much one of the non-negotiables is you must use the throwing hammer. The whole build pretty much is built around this. So, yep, get throwing some hammers. Personal choice here again is your grenades. The thermite grenade does just work fantastic. The idea is we're going to make as many wells as we can, and this does make plenty for you. So the aspects we're using here is Sol Invictus. We're making lots of heat spots. This helps us to boost the recharge of our abilities, and also restoration as well. Fantastic when it all builds together. And Roaring Flames. This got a buff at the start of the season, so when we're on Roaring Flames ×3, our hammer is doing crazy damage. Okay, so building around the hammer damage again, the fragments we're going to be doing is all about our abilities, and again, hammer damage. Ember Singeing. Your class ability recharges faster when you scorch targets. Ember of Solace. Radiant and restoration effects applied have an increased duration. So we are constantly going to be applying radiant and restoration. We pop our wall, we have restoration. We throw our hammer, we have radiant. So every time we do this, we're going to reset it. However, there is times when there's no ads, so we can extend that duration. It just makes things a lot easier. Ember of Imperium. Solar weapon and ability kill blows extend the duration. So not only do we have the effects applied, we can extend it. So if we get a hammer kill, or again, as we mentioned, the energy weapon kill, we do extend this duration. I believe it's up to 12 seconds. And then Ember of Torches. This is where we're getting our radiant from. Pallid melee attacks. Combatants make you or nearby allies radiant. Okay. Finally, onto the build. Lawless Slender. So if we pop our Rally Barricade, or if we become critically wounded, the automatically applies a Rally Barricade for us, obviously fully healing us. Along with this, we are running 100 resilience, giving us 40% damage reduction. And then with our mods, we've obviously got Classy Restoration. This is giving us major healing. Wall of Ordnance is regenerating our grenades every time we pick up any wells. Elemental Charge, giving us charge with light, just helping us with our damage later on. Elemental Ordnance, dropping us wells anytime we get grenade kills. Seeking Wells brings those wells towards us. And High Energy Fire, because we are becoming charged with light, we can do extra damage with our guns as well. Final thing that we do need to know, we go into our controller, button layout, you'll notice here I have got it custom, and we go down here to where we have our melee charged melee is now binded to R1, and my uncharged melee is binded to down on the D-pad. This means no matter how close I am to an enemy, I will do my charged melee by throwing hammer. This makes it so much easier to throw the hammers. You don't need to practice your distance you are away. And whenever you are on a Titan, I do recommend you do this. Okay guys, I will now show you this build in action and just talk you through the process. Hope it helps. So the process starts popping a rally barricade, gives us restoration ×2. And then what we need to do is go about getting to roaring flames ×3. This will give us our full damage from the throwing hammer. So we're there now, and we can just go around one-shotting every head. You'll notice we're also radiant. That refreshes every time we get a throwing hammer kill. So at the minute, we have every buff that we could possibly want. Now, we missed that one, but the hammer hits a guy further away, and it does still one hit him. And we can see all the buffs there. Doesn't matter whether they're red ads or yellow ads, they're still getting one hit. This boss just destroys everything. Stood in the middle of 5-6 ads hitting us there. Health doesn't even move. On this build at this point, I am running an LMG, which is incandescent. This refreshes our restoration and our radiant, but it doesn't refresh roaring flames. You need to do that with an ability. So the grenade there just does that if you're keeping an eye on the abilities on the left hand side. Unfortunately, for some reason, all of our abilities don't get shown, so restoration's not being shown here. We can't see it on the cooldown. And if you're looking at our health, it's actually ran out at this point. So we're running down, get sniped here, and then I realise. We'll pop the shield and restart it again. Restoration ×10 for 10 seconds. Also, roaring flames has gone, so we don't one hit it. Even at roaring flames ×1, we almost one hit a yellow bar. So, as well as being almost unkillable when you have the buffs going, also does great DPS on the boss. So we pop the shield here, and we get our roaring flames ×3, as well as our restoration, and then we can go on to the boss damage. This build works great in a team, but also a solo play, because you are so high damage and unkillable. So we go on to the boss now. And you'll notice our hammers there are doing almost 70,000 per hit. And destroy the boss very quickly. Okay guys, this is my Immortal Hammer. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.